Well, I think we actually have a pretty neat history that we date back to 1989. It was started by my father, Jim Cahill. He ended up working with some farmers, and their goal was to directly market their products. And he asked them, okay, we need to do some research. What's your research budget? They just blinked at him. They had no concept of spending money to learn about what they were supposed to do when it revolved around directly marketing any kind of product. So he said, well, if we can't afford to bring the consumers to us, let's go to where they are. So he worked with some local stores. They gave him access. He did some intercepts before that was really probably a term that was used, and saw that this is different, that there's something special about the mindset and reality of the learning that we're getting here in this environment. And he kind of dedicated himself at that point, this is what we're going to do. Almost compulsively, he couldn't go back to traditional qualitative. I've been on board for about 6 years, and over that time the company has grown to a much broader set of clients, a much more diverse set of industries, much more diverse set of retail channels. So instead of just being in grocery stores, we could be in convenience stores, club stores, drug stores, dollar stores. You name it, pretty much we've done some work there. There's something inherent to a shopper in a shopping frame of mind behaving in a certain way that it's not conjecture. I think in research there's a lot of people who have strongly voiced opinions, and they speak in a compelling way, and they will answer questions in a truly perceived to be honest way. They're not intentionally lying. But whenever you're in the world of hypothetics, or what do you typically do, or what would you do in this kind of situation, it's impossible for them to really anticipate, because they're either not honest with themselves or that we're not really able to accurately predict what would happen. And so I think one of the real values of what we provide is that there's an honesty there, because we're not asking respondents to anticipate. We're seeing what they do, and then we're asking them about basically why did you do what you do, and what was driving that. And sometimes we'll be able to pick up on it almost more so than they will be.
And that natural habitat has all of the distractions that a normal buying decision would have. So it's multiple items on the shelf, it's signage from above and below, it's the kids kind of pushing them to hurry up. So we really get to see how they go about doing that decision in sort of real life, in a real situation. We bring a whole toolkit of ideas and research methods that have worked, and so that we can take your issue or problem and really figure out the best methodology.
We've partnered with a great video production company that is bringing a solution that we call Aisle View, and basically what that is filming the interviews and the research, and then creating a compelling story with the footage that comes from that. It makes it so much easier for our clients then to pass the report on, and to everyone get aligned and engaged in the process, because they're not doing the telling, the consumers and shoppers in this store are doing the telling.
It's a group of people that have different backgrounds, whether it's from social work or from actual marketing or marketing research, but it is a group that can all talk to people.
The team that we have, they're great at approaching strangers, they're great at engaging them and setting up the interview to be successful.
And then how often do you drink coffee?
Usually I have at least...
It starts by kind of how you engage them and having the right people to do that. Then as the conversation goes on, if the person feels listened to, respected, and appreciated, they're going to open up more, they're going to work harder for you as respondents, and ultimately the depth of information that you're going to get from them is going to be that much better. Based on client demand and just not wanting to be such a limited solution provider, we decided to grow our offering. So we've added some online capabilities, some in-home capabilities, and our goal is to really be able to offer solutions across the full path to purchase. So we really tried to build a suite of products that still maintains our same respect for in context, still leverages the same skills that we have, but is able to offer more broad solutions. Our goal really is to assume as much of the burden as we can while still keeping our clients engaged and informed along the way. We have a checklist at the start, and here's kind of what we're going to need from you, here's some suggested deadlines, and here's what we're going to deliver on. We are compulsive about making sure the research that we do is adding value to our clients and the questions that they need to have answered. So we take that very seriously. Every report we write, not just here are the insights, but here are the implications for your business.
I think that after 8 hours of standing in the store, if the client is not thinking about how their feet feel or hearing that same Muzak tune over and over, but instead excited about some of those customer insights they heard and are anxious to figure out to tell the rest of the team and how they're going to respond to that, then we've been successful.
It takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of skill for a client to be truly satisfied, and not just trying to meet our clients' expectations, but to delight them on each and every project. It requires a lot of additional effort that we always try to put forth. We just don't want to meet the bare minimum. We want to delight, and the payoff is that appreciation.